Welcome back, Knicks fans. Just got back from work. Figured I'd try to stream the fourth quarter for you guys as the Knicks are getting annihilated against the Brooklyn Nets. What's going on, Stealth? Thank you for tuning in. Victor, let me shrink down the chat for you guys. Merry Christmas. Yeah, well, it's not Christmas yet, Stealth. Thank you guys for tuning in. I wasn't able to get the scoreboard up. I was in such a rush to get this started. Yeah, Victor, I saw OBJ is out tomorrow. We are talking Knicks tonight, though, and I am... You got a notification this time, Brandon. Thank you for tuning in, my man. Nelson, what is going on? Thank you guys for tuning in the stream as the fourth quarter gets underway. I got a bone to pick with Fizdale, but I will wait to talk about that as we are in game action, as Russell brings it up. Frank's going to guard him. Knicks down 17 starting the fourth against the Brooklyn Nets. The Nets swinging the ball around. Dinwiddie guarded by Dotson, and he's going to put up a layup, and he's going to go to the line as Dotson fouls him. Eric Donahue, what is going on, my man? Gaming, what is going on? What is going on, fellas? Brooklyn is demolishing us tonight, and I got a lot to say about Coach Fizdale, but I'm going to wait until I have the opportunity to say it. I'm getting fed up with this guy. I'll just say that to start. First free throw was good. 95-77 Brooklyn. 11:40 to go here in the fourth. Steven Pazienza, what is going on, my man? 95-77 Brooklyn. Tanzi Mehmed, what is going on, my man? Second free throw is good. 96-77 Brooklyn, as Frank's going to bring it up. Frank has seen the court for once. It's been 4 games and they got Frank on the court. Should we throw a parade as he barely saw the third quarter? He got him with 2 minutes to go in the third. Dotson goes to the net and it's good. 96-79. And believe me, I am no Frank apologist. I do not. Frank sucks. Okay, the way he's played so far in his NBA career. But the fact that he hasn't seen the court for 4 games in a developmental year is a disgrace. Here come the Nets bringing up the ball. Shot is short, and Dotson will come down with the rebound. He's fouled. 96-79. Lee, what is going on, my man? Happy birthday, Brandon. Thank you for tuning into the stream. There is another... There is another blue and orange team. I guess the Islanders, Lee. It can't be the Mets, so it's got to be the Islanders. I'm getting sick of Fizdale. I'll tell you that right now. 96-79. Knicks trail by 17. Mitch has it. He's going to give to Frank. Frank around the pick. He's going to cross over. He's going to get into the lane. He's going to give it to Mitch, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Knicks will keep the ball down. 96-79. 11 minutes to go here in the fourth. Tanzim, I was at work today, but I actually heard it in my Mets stream. He has something. I don't know the exact injury, but he is out. I don't think it's anything serious, but he's going to miss the game. Dodson jumper from the wing, no good, and the Nets will come down with the rebound as they bring it up. You're going to make a mock draft, Ligma? Very cool. Cool stuff. Nets have the ball, and it's stolen by the Knicks. Here comes Dotson pushing the pace. He's going to give it to Trier. Trier's going to hit the layup. 96-81. Knicks down 15. 10:35 to go as the Knicks look to get on a run. Steven, I get that they're in showcase mode, but there's no... Ntilikina he's 20 years old. He got in at the end of the third. He's missed 5% of the season in a developmental year because I guess Fizdale wanted to teach him a lesson. What lesson are you teaching him? He knows he sucks. He's shooting 33% from the field. But you need to play the kid. He's got to play at least 15, 20 minutes a game. He needs to develop. Ntilikina with the no-look pass to Robinson, and it's a turnover as it slips out of Robinson's hands. 96-81 Brooklyn. Big Cat Leo, what is going on, my man? Thank you for tuning into the stream. As Fizdale sits there and he looks lost because he is. Brooklyn brings the ball up. Brooklyn up 15 points, 96-81. 10 minutes to go here in the fourth as D'Lo has the ball guarded by Frank. He's going to pass to Dinwiddie. Dinwiddie goes around Trier, gets to the rim, and good. Reverse layup. 98-81 Brooklyn here. 9:45 to go in the fourth. Rohan, what is going on, my man? Thank you for tuning in the stream. Welcome to the stream as we are talking Knicks Nets. Trier, little razzle-dazzle, gets to the rim, and it's good. 98-83 as the Knicks trail by 15. 9:32 to go. Knicks trying to cut into this lead. D'Lo's going to bring up the ball. He's guarded by Dotson. Goes to his right, easily gets to the lane. Little floater, back rim, no good. Knox is going to come down with the rebound, and he's going to look to push. Knox going 1-on-3, goes all the way to the rim. Lefty layup is good. And the foul. 98-85, and Knox will try to cut it to 12 with 9:18 to go in the fourth. Yeah, I couldn't get the scoreboard up, guys. I was in such a rush after work, but Brooklyn leads 98 85 as Knox is trying to make it a 12-point game. No, he's not. It's a developmental year. And again, I'm going to say it. I'm not a Frank guy, okay? And most Knick YouTubers are. Most Knick fans are. I personally think Frank was a bad draft pick. I'll tell you that right now. He was a bad draft. I know he's 20. He could still get better. But he's not going to live up to the 8th pick. I strongly believe that. But the fact he has not played Frank now for 4 games, and I know he got it in the 4th quarter in garbage time, but almost 4 games. He didn't play 5% of the season in a developmental year. I don't care if you put him out there for 15 minutes. He needs to play. It's a disgrace. Coach Fizdale has done a horrible job these last 4 games. That's my honest opinion. Yaz, I agree with you that Frank's trash. He's been trash his career. I'm going to be the first to say it. And a lot of Knicks fans aren't going to like hearing that because he is very good on defense. But the guy's the worst offensive player in the league. He's shooting 33% from the field. But by the same token, he needs to play. He needs to play because by benching him, you're doing no good. If you want to trade him, you're hurting his trade value. And if you want him to get better, he needs to play. So if you're not going to play him at the pro level, send him down to the G League where he can play. Sitting him on the bench for 5% of the season is a joke. I agree with that too, Delano. I agree with that too, Delano. Yazway, I appreciate that, brother. I was gonna do a video. I'm still gonna do a video on this. I'm gonna do a rant. I am going to do a rant. I planned on doing a rant on the whole Ntilikina situation. I think I'm gonna rip into Fizdale now. I don't like what I'm seeing from the coach. Exactly, Brandon. That's my take on it. Treat it like the minor leagues. If he's not going to play at the NBA level, send him down to the G League where he can develop. You see it happen all the time with baseball players. Why can't we use it as a tool in basketball? Send him down to the G League so he can get his 25, 30 minutes a game, and maybe he grows some confidence. But to not play him at all is retarded. It's dumb. I'm sorry. But the Knicks here, as we are getting back into the game, the Knicks trail by 98-85, 9:18 to go here in the 4th. By the way, I just wanted to announce, guys, I talked to CP over from Knicks Fan TV. I didn't have a chance to put his link in the description. I was in such a rush. But I'm going to be on his show tomorrow night. So check it out. I'm going to be recapping tomorrow night's game. I'm going to obviously be doing the Giant game tomorrow, but then whenever the Knicks game's over, figure around 10 o'clock, I'm going to be on his channel recapping the Knicks game tomorrow night, so that should be fun. So be sure to check that out. Knox is at the free throw line, trying to cut this game to 12, and the free throw is in and out. Knicks trail 13 as Brooklyn comes down with the rebound. 9:14 to go. Yes, Jeremy, I'm going to do a rant. I'm going to do a very, very passionate rant. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it tonight because I'll get kicked out of my apartment building, but I'm going to rip into Fizdale, and I'm going to rip into Frank. Frank deserves a ripping. I know, and I love all the Knick YouTubers. I love all the Knick fans. I know a lot of Knick fans live and die with Frank, and they probably don't like me saying it, but I'm on this channel to speak my mind, and I'm going to tell you right now, Frank sucks. I'm sorry, Frank, and I know he can get better. He's very good defensively. His offense is as bad as it gets. You look at the numbers. He has a negative 1.3%, negative 1.3 win shares, which is the second lowest in NBA history over the last, I think, 10 years. So he's bad, but he needs to develop. And the Nets hit a shot here. It's 187. Nets up 13 here. 8:16 to go here in the 4th. Ntilikina will bring it up. So we got Ntilikina, Trier, Robinson, Knox, and Dotson. He's going to give the ball to Trier. Trier gives to Mitch. Mitch is going to give it to Dotson. Dotson backs it out. Gives to Trier. Trier goes to the lane, and good. 189, Knicks down 11, 7:53 to go. No, Delano, I agree with you, man. I completely agree with you. Mr. Bad Dog. You got the NFL draft order? What do you mean, mock draft league? I'll get into the NFL talk in a little bit. Obviously, I'm doing my Giants show tomorrow. I want to do the Knicks stream as much as I can here. Knicks down 189, 7:47 to go here in the fourth as Frank brings it up as the Knicks are trying to cut into this lead. Frank gives to Trier, gives to Mitch. Mitch is going to give to Knox. Knox is going to fake the three. He's going to pull up. Jump shot is good. Pure. Nice shot there by Knox as he gets it to single digits. 191, 7:30 to go here in the fourth. Right now, I don't have access to the chat, Rohan, because this is on OBS. I'm trying to keep up with the game. When I have downtime, I'll try to get to that. Dinwiddie has the ball as the Nets are swinging around. Nets down 9, 191, 7:09 to go here in the fourth. DeMarre Carroll is going to shoot a three and didn't even hit the rim. Dotson comes down with the ball, 7 minutes to go here in the fourth. Dotson's going to pull it back out. Gives to Frank. 17 on the shot clock. Trier has it at the top. Mitch sets a pick. Trier's going to chuck a three, and it is no good. Back rimmed it, but Mitch comes down with the offensive rebound. Kicks it out to Knox. Knox going to go to the lane with his left, and he's going to draw contact, and they're going to call a foul, as Knox will shoot two to try to cut this game to 7. 6:45 to go here in the fourth. Let's go. Give you a crowbar, Ligma. No, they should have drafted the guy in the Jazz. What's his name? Donovan Mitchell is who they should have drafted. What's going on, BK Sports Talk? Thank you for tuning in the stream. I'll tell you what's going on. Fizdale's going on. That's what's going on. First free throw, front rimmed it, no good. 191 as Knox misses his second free throw in a row. Nets up 9, 6:45 to go here in the fourth. Knox on the night, 6 points, 3 of 5 from field goals, 4 rebounds. D-Gons, man, I call it how it is. I call it how it is, man. And a lot of people don't want to say it because he's 20 years old and he was the 8th overall pick. But to this point in his career, Frank Ntilikina sucks. Period. End of story. You could be the greatest defensive player in the world. If you're a career 35% shooter and you shoot 33% from the field over a 100-game spurt, you suck. But he needs to play. Here come the Nets driving to the lane, and he is fouled by Mitchell. 192, Nets lead as the Nets will take 2 free throw attempts here. 6:35 to go. Yeah, please hit the like button. It does help me out. And if you haven't done so, please subscribe. Don't forget to ring the bell. Mike, should we tank to get Zion Williamson? No, I never believe in tanking. I can't root for my team to lose, especially with the new lottery rules. If you finish with the 5th worst record, I think you got like an 8% chance as opposed to a 14% chance with the 1st worst record. It's not the way it used to be. It's not like you're guaranteed for, you never guaranteed. I think it was 25% in the past, but it's even harder now. Here comes the second free throw. Free throw's up, and it's good. 192, Brooklyn leads. Ntilikina will bring it up. 6:34 to go here in the fourth. Knicks down 9. Ntilikina's going to give to Knox. Knox got the funky blue shoes on. Back to Ntilikina. Ntilikina's going to go with his right. Mitch sets the pick. He's going to and Frank with a nice little teardrop floater there. 194. Big bucket there for Frank as he cuts it to 7. The Knicks trying to go on a run here. They trailed by, I think it was 18. And they are down 7 right now. 6:10 to go. Russell has it, guarded by Knox. Brooklyn's going to get it down low. He's backing Frank down. Kicks out. Fakes the 3. Play some defense. Good defense by the Knicks. And shot clock violation. Knicks up 7. Good team defense there. 5:55 to go here in the fourth. He's a word. Yeah, well, Lonzo is a very good pass. Lonzo reminds me. He's not going to be as good as him, but he reminds me of Jason Kidd. Ntilikina has the ball. Knicks down 7. Ntilikina's going to go with his left. He's going to try to get another bucket. And good! As Ntilikina showing some sign of life here, since this is the first time he's played this millennium. 101-96. Knicks down 5. 5:30 to go here in the fourth. And Mitch comes up with the steal. Knicks down 5 as they try to go on a run. Trier's going to bring it up. Trier, no look pass to Dotson. Dotson in the corner. Dotson reverse layup. Oh, in and out. Good effort there, though. Knicks down 5. 5:15 to go here in the fourth. Nets getting to the rim and goaltending on Mitch. As the Nets go up 103-96, 5:04 to go here in the fourth. And I didn't have enough time to get all the players' names, so I was in a rush, but I'm trying to call out as many as I can. Obviously, I know the Knicks players. Neil Keane has it with his right, guarded by D'Angelo Russell. Three-pointer, short rimmed it. Hollis Jefferson comes up with the rebound. Hollis Jefferson was the guy that scored the last bucket. Nets up 7, 4:47 to go here in the fourth. Russell guarded by Frank. Gives to Jefferson. Back to Russell. Russell, nice pass, but it's off the... come up with that. Three-pointer is good. Good ball movement there by the Nets as they go up 10. 106-96 as Crabbe hits a three. 4:31 to go here in the fourth, and Fizdale will call a timeout. Ligma, I don't hate Frank. I don't hate Frank. I just want to call it how it is. A lot of people, and I recognize Frank could get better. He's 20 years old. The kid could still grow. He could get better. But to this point in his career, he's been a letdown. The 8th overall pick, we're now a year and a half into the kid's career. It's not like this is still his rookie season. The guy is shooting 33% this year. He is a letdown. Can he get better? Yes. People point to Chauncey Billups. Chauncey Billups is an outlier. And Chauncey Billups did improve. He was like a 36% shooter in his second year. And it can happen. He did it. But it's very rare that a guy is this poor of an offensive player and he becomes a good offensive player. It's rare. Exactly, Steve. That's why I wouldn't trade him. You're not going to get anything for him. Yeah, I mean, Brandon, I'm at the point now where I feel like, and I'm not saying I'm completely giving up on Frank. I recognize he's 20 and he can still grow. But I'm at the point now where I'm sick of the excuses. People said that they blamed Hornacek last year. Now I'm hearing people saying, well, KP's not in the lineup, so it's not going to help the pick-and-roll offense. I'm getting sick of the excuses. If you're a good player, you play good. It doesn't matter on the surrounding circumstances. I'm sick of making excuses for this kid. And I know he's 20, and I know he can get better. I don't want to sound like I'm completely giving up on the kid, but I've come to grips with I'm expecting him to be a letdown with the 8th overall pick. Now, can he be a good rotational piece for this team? Absolutely. He could be a Marcus Smart. He could absolutely be a Marcus Smart. And Marcus Smarts are needed on good basketball teams. But do I expect this guy to be a top 3 or 4 player on a championship contending team? No. I'd be shocked, to be honest with you. I'd be shocked. Knicks down 10, 106-96, 4:31 to go here in the fourth. I love Zion Williams, Yazway. I would love for the Knicks to get him. We're on a commercial break here. Knicks down 10. Frank has shown, I will say this, Frank has shown a good spurt here off the bench. He's showing some confidence here in the fourth. He's got 4 points, 2 of 5 shooting, 3 assists in 11 minutes as he's finally seen the floor. That's one thing I will say that is inexcusable. To not play him is a joke. I agree with you, Brandon. I'd send him down to the G League. If they're not going to play him at the pro level, he has to play. He has to play to get better. You can't give up on the kid. Knox has the ball at the top of the key, goes around the pick, and they're going to call a moving pick on Dotson as Fizdale is going bananas on the sideline. Absolutely bananas. He's as mad as that referee as I am at him. Knicks down 10. Mike Fishman, I agree with that. I agree. I like that they're young. I like that they're finally committing to developing. I agree with that. Hollis Jefferson backing down Knox. He's going to go with his left. Kick out to Crabbe in the corner. Back to Hollis Jefferson. Swatted by Knox, and Mitch comes down with it. Frank's got it, trying to push the pace. Knicks down 10. 4 minutes to go. Kicks it out to Dotson. Dotson and Knox in the corner. Corner 3 is no good. Mitch comes down with the rebound. And he's fouled as Money Mitch gets a big offensive rebound and a trip to the line to try to cut this to 8. 3:47 to go here in the fourth. What is going on, Ronnie Ford? Thank you for tuning in the stream, my man. The only direction the Knicks have is to make it the free agency. Yes, Steve. I mean, yes, I agree with that. And they also need to develop in the draft. They're going to get a top 5-6 pick probably. First free throw from Mitch is no good. He back-rimmed it. Knicks down 10 with 3:47 to go as Mitch continues to struggle on the free throw line. Yeah, a lot of people are saying Romeo Langford. I want Barrett or Zion. Second free throw from Mitch, no good. Back rimmed it, and the Nets come down with it up 10. 3:46 to go here in the fourth. Yeah, Ronnie, you have a channel? Yeah, absolutely. Plug your channel. I always welcome anybody that's a YouTuber. You know, I know what it's like. Is you plug your channel. Nets have the ball down, up 10, 106-96, 3:27 to go here in the fourth. Corner three is good, and that could be the dagger in the coffin as the Nets go up 13 points here, 3:23 to go here in the fourth. Ntilikina brings it up. Oh, I missed something. They must have called a... They still have the score at 106-96. They must have called something. They didn't count the bucket. Dotson air ball, no good. Nets will have it. Up 10, 3:10 to go here in the fourth. That ball wasn't even close. It wasn't even close. That ball was so far from the rim, you can't even call that an air ball. Yeah, that was worse than an air ball. I can't even come up with a phrase for it, but it was like an air ball of an air ball. It was like 4 feet short. And they're replaying it to see if... Nope. Crab didn't get any hand on that. That was just an abysmal shot. 3:10 to go here in the fourth. Knicks down 106-96. What's going on, Landon? Thank you for tuning in the stream. Tanzim, I hope so. I hope he's coming here. We need him. 106-96 Nets lead, and time's starting to run down here on the Knicks. 3:10 to go. By the way, if you guys are new to the channel, please hit the thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and ring the bell. Sorry, I only got the fourth quarter up. I was at work tonight, so I figured I got home early enough to do the fourth, so I do it. And as I said earlier, anyone interested, tomorrow I will be on Knicks Fan TV with CP, and I think I might call into Sim Show tonight. I think I'm going to do it because I got a lot on my mind with the Knicks right now. Nets bring up the ball up 10, and Ntilikina is going to guard him at the top. 3 minutes to go here in the fourth. What the hell was that? Are you guys watching this game? Ntilikina just gave him an express pass right to the rim. 108-96, 2:47 to go here in the fourth. Knicks down 12. Trier has it, goes to the rim, and no good. And Mitch will come down with another offensive rebound, and he hits the putback and the foul. 108-98. Mitch will try to make it a three-point play. 2:39 to go here in the fourth. Transgender ass cow. Oh my God, that's a great name. Knicks need to lose. I can never root for my team to lose. I can't do it, but I understand the thought process. Zion and Unicorn, that's pretty sexy. Pretty sexy combo right there. I'm not gonna lie. And Mitch misses another free throw as Brooklyn comes down with it. Brooklyn up 10. 2:35 to go here in the fourth. Steve, man, thank you for tuning in the stream. You know I always appreciate you. I hope to see you tomorrow, my man. Creeper, what's going on, my man? Thank you for tuning in the stream. Nets have the ball. And he goes to the right. And Frank, good defense that time. But they call a foul. I don't know if it's on Frank. I think they called it on Mitch. Oh, they called it goaltend. I'm sorry. A goaltend on Mitch. 110-98, 2:16 to go here in the fourth. Knicks down 12. I agree. They should put Frank in the G League. That's where he belongs. He's not... at this point, let's be real as Knicks fans. This guy's not an NBA player. He's not. Not what... And we need... but he is still a first-round pick that has potential. He needs to realize that potential. The only way he's going to realize that is by getting minutes. And he's not going to get minutes here. If he's not going to get minutes here, give him his 30, 35 minutes in the G League so he can improve his game. That's my thought process. You're only going to hurt his trade value if you plan on trading him playing up here. If he's shooting 33% from the field, who's going to want him? I'd rather him get better in the G League. You bring him up and hopefully improves his game. Flint Tropics with his shit. Ed Hunter, what's going on, my man? Thank you for tuning into the stream. Trey Burke is the best offensive guard. He lacks defense, but he does put the most pressure on the opposing team's defense on this roster. I agree with that. 110-98, Nets lead by 12, 2:04 to go, and Trier will be shooting free throws. He won the Heisman. I didn't even realize the Heisman was tonight. I was at work. I didn't even realize. Creeper, I'm with you, man. I think Fizdale sucks. And I know it's early. I can't say fire him yet, but I'm very disappointed with Fizdale so far. I'm going to get into it after the game. Second free throw from Trier is good. Knicks got it to 10. 110, 100, 2:03 to go here in the fourth. Knicks need... Coffee Black. Yeah, that's, what's his name? That's that rapper from Black Eyed Peas, is it? I don't even know. I don't even know. But yeah, that's a great movie. Nets have the ball. Dotson trying to play good defense. Three-pointer no good. Mitchell come down with it. Trier's going to push the pace. Trier's going to try to go all the way to the rim, and he draws the foul. 1:34 to go, and he's going to try to cut it to 8 with free throws. Andre 3000, there it is. Yes, he was, and they drafted him for the triangle. That's really what it was. They thought he would fit the triangle. That's why the Knicks made the pick, and then they fired Phil. I think it was the next day. That's ridiculous. Trier 14 points on the night, 5 of 10 from the field, 4-4 from the free throw line, and he bricks a free throw. I think the Knicks have missed like 6 free throws in a row here down the stretch. It's ridiculous. They're down 10. This game should be like a 4-point game if they could hit their free throws. Creeper, I agree. He sucks. So far, he sucks. He could talk a big game. Rohan, for the year, he's shooting 33%. I could shoot better than that blindfolded. Nets have the ball. Nets up 9, 125 to go here in the fourth. And that was almost a double dribble. Hollis Jefferson has it. He's going to drive to the lane. Frank tries to draw the charge. They don't call it. And there's going to be another shot. That ball never hit the rim, I don't think. But I don't think the ball ever hit the rim. There should have been a shot clock violation. No, maybe I missed something. Let me see the replay here. Knicks down 9, 1:04 to go here in the fourth. Where's Nate when you need him? And we're at a commercial break. 1:04 to go here in the fourth. Looks like the Knicks are going to drop one here tonight. The Knicks whiff on everybody. The Knicks whiffed on Phil Jackson. The Knicks whiffed on Larry Brown. The Knicks whiffed on Lenny Wilkins. They whiff on everybody. Every coach they've brought in since Van Gundy has been a bust. Mike Woodson was okay. Yeah, I don't know what... Everybody's trying to say that Fizdale's doing this for motivational purposes. I don't know. He just might be a bad basketball coach. And you've heard how much I've been bashing Frank. To bench Frank, to leave him up on the pro roster and bench a 20-year-old guy in a developmental year for 5% of the season, and he doesn't see a minute until the fourth quarter in the fourth game, is a joke. It makes no sense. If you're going to do that, put him in the G League so he can learn. He's not going to learn. I'm learning as much as he is. He's doing what I'm doing. For 4 games, he's been doing what I'm doing right now. Knicks down 9, and I think they're reviewing to see if they hit the rim, if it's a shot clock violation. I thought it was. Yeah, and it clearly was. How do these referees miss that? That ball wasn't even close to the rim. It's going to be Knicks ball, shot clock violation. James Dolan is the new Donald Trump. My friend saw Van Gundy in Brooklyn in October. I think we should get him. I would love Van Gundy. Van Gundy was great. Yeah, Delano, I agree. Everybody thinks triangle. There's not a shape in the world that could save a team with very little talent. It thought you could do the triangle, the square, the rhombus, whatever you want to do. The trapezoid, it's not going to work if you don't have the talent. The Knicks don't have the talent. I could coach Michael Jordan, Scottie Pippen. I'll win a few titles. 110-101, Knicks down 9, 110 to go here in the fourth. And Trier will bring it up. Trier's going to try to go all the way to the basket. He's going to back it out. Gives to Dotson. Dotson to the rim. He's going to kick it out to Neil Keenan. Neil Keenan will try the three, and he hit it. A big three-pointer there by the French Poodle. 110-104. Knicks down 6. 55 seconds to go here in the fourth. Hollis Jefferson has it. And the Nets trying to wind down the clock. 45 seconds to go. Knicks down 6. 8 on shot clock. And Hollis Jefferson gets all the way to the rim, and he is fouled by Dotson. He will shoot 2. Justin, you might have to, Justin. No, Mark Jackson never coached the Knicks. Mark Jackson played for the Knicks. He never coached the Knicks. Van Gundy did. First free throw is up and no good for the Nets. 40 seconds to go. The French Poodle, Landon. He's the French Poodle. That's what he is. Do you remember the night? Yeah, of course I remember the 94 finals. The whole OJ thing. Yeah, I remember it as a kid. Horrible. We should have won. We got robbed. Isaiah Thomas, oh God, what a disgrace he was. Second free throw, in and out. Trier comes down with the rebound. Knicks down 6. They're going to try to hit a quick bucket here. Trier trying to go coast to coast. He's going to go all the way to the rim. There's no foul call. And what's the call? They're going to review it. They're going to see if it's out of bounds on the Nets or Knicks, I believe. 33.5 seconds to go. Knicks down 6. They're calling it out on the Nets, I think, but they're going to review it. You need a Johnny, where you buy them? You go to your closest liquor store. They got them all over. Edward, but I think it does. Give him minutes so he can learn. He's not learning at the pro level where he's not playing. I'm learning as much as he is. And this game should be tied. They missed all their free throws. And that ball's going to be out on the Knicks. That ball's going to be out on Trier. I think. I got to see a better angle here, but I think this ball's going to be out on Trier. Waiting on the call here. I know, Landon. I know they did. Nets are playing good. Trier is a poor man's Jeremy Lin. Yeah, I mean, I think he's more like, I don't know, he's like an instant offense guy, like a Lou Williams type. I guess Ed, but Ed. Be honest with me. I don't know if you're a Frank guy or not. And I always root for the uniform. I don't root for players. When a player's not playing good, I'm gonna say it. And if you've watched Frank this first year and a half and you don't think he needs major development, I gotta disagree with you. The guy's a career 35% shooter. That's unacceptable in today's NBA. The guy needs to learn how to play better on offense. A lot better. You stole David Fizdale's 4 Loco. 110-104. Knicks down 6. D-Gons. The Knicks. To be honest with you, the Knicks don't have a starting point guard on this roster. They don't. They're not. None of these guys, in my opinion, are ever going to be a starting point guard for a good team. I think Frank is going to be a Marcus Smart. I think that's what he's going to be. And I don't think Trey Burke's a starting point guard on a good team. I don't think Trier's a starting point guard on a good team. I don't think, Moutier's a starting point guard on a good team. Yeah, I mean, I just look at the flaw. I get what you're saying, Ed, because you're playing against tougher competition. It'll make you, I get what you're saying, but if they're not gonna play him, and I know they played him tonight finally in the fourth quarter, I'd rather him get minutes. I look at it like I'm a baseball fan. I don't know if you are. Most people aren't. It's a dying sport in the younger generation. I don't know how old you are, but when a baseball player is not playing well, you send him down to the minor leagues so he can improve his confidence, improve his game. You've seen the best. Oh my God, Kevin Knox with awful defense. He lets the guy get right to the basket. 112-104. We've seen some of the greatest baseball players of all time get sent down to the minor leagues. That includes Ted Williams. That includes some of the greatest players who ever lived. I don't think it's an insult to send them down there if it's going to help improve his game. And the Nets have the ball. They're going to run out the clock, and the Nets are going to get the win tonight. Nets win at the Garden, 112-104 as they win by 8 as they run out the clock. I would love to trade Courtney Lee. Mike. It's going to be hard to find a shooter because of his contract. Northeast, well, yeah, you're right. No, it is definitely a North. Chicago is big into basketball, too. I compared Frank to Marcus Smart. I think that's the type of player he's going to be. A guy that shoots 35, 36, 37%. Smart's having a career year. He's shooting 39%. Who scores 7 points, 4 assists, and he plays great defense. That's the type of player I think Frank will be. Oh, baseball. Yeah, I think it's more of a generational thing, Brandon. I think people in the younger generation don't like the sport. I think older people like it because we grew up with it. But I think the younger generations like quicker things. They like soccer. They like basketball. They like a lot of scoring. And that's why I think baseball's losing a lot of popularity. I don't think we should trade Frank, Ed, because I don't think you're going to like the answer. We're not going to get... I mean, if a team would give us a mid-first round pick for Frank at this point, I'd do it in a second. Because that's just my honest opinion. But I don't think we would get that. I don't think he's worth that right now. Transgender ass camels. What a great name. Thank you so much for the love. By the way, anybody new to the channel, please hit the like. Don't forget to subscribe and ring that bell. You get a notification every time I go live. I would love McCollum. I don't know what his contract status is, but McCollum's a good player. Landon, I mean, I'm going to tell you what. You tell me. I'm going to pull up the numbers. You guys tell me if he sucks that bad. I recognize, before I show you these numbers, I want to say I recognize that Frank is an impeccable, well, I shouldn't say impeccable. He gets into foul trouble, but he has great defensive ability. Great defensive ability. He has the ability, and I know he was ranked by the Sabermetrics as the best pick-and-roll defender in basketball, and I know Frank, people always like to point that out. He is a great defender. I will point that out before I show you Frank's numbers, and then you tell me if you think he's a good basketball player up to this point in his career. Again, I will recognize he can get better. No, that would never happen. Beal's going to be a free agent, I think, Mike, in 2 years. Alright, let me pull this up for you guys. Oh, man, I don't have it. I thought I had it. I still got all my Met stuff up there. Alright, 1 second. Let me add a scene real quick. I was in such a rush, didn't have time to organize the show here. All right, so here's, I got to shrink this down for you guys. Here's Frank's stats for his career. And again, I will say this, he still can't even drink. He's young. We all know this. But here's Frank's numbers for his career. His win share is negative 1.3. That's one of the worst numbers I've ever seen in my life. His player efficiency rating for his career is 6.7. I looked this up. I think the lowest player efficiency rating for a single season ever is about 3.5. He's pretty damn close. His career field goal percentage is 35.7%. His field goal percentage this year is 33%. It is not far-fetched to say, as a matter of fact, it is accurate to say that this year, Frank Ntilikina is the worst offensive player in basketball. He is. He is. 33% is beyond bad. That's as bad as it gets. So yes, he is up to this point in his career, he's a very bad offensive player. He doesn't play. No, I said that earlier, Owens. What's going on, Legend? Thank you for tuning into the stream. I said that the fact he hasn't played over the last 4 games is a disgrace. But I'm not going to be a Frank apologist and pretend that. I mean, his defense is great. If it wasn't for his defense, this guy would not be in the league. Oh, Legend, thank you so much for the super chat, man. You didn't have to do that. Thank you very much. I really do appreciate that. I'm looking forward to calling the Giant game with you tomorrow. Thank you so much. I did, Alex. He's not going to be playing tomorrow. I did hear about it, unfortunately. Thank you so much, Legend, again. It's crazy how Murray won the Heisman. Yeah. Well, he's an undersized quarterback, transgender. He's an undersized quarterback. That's why he's only 5'9", 5'10". By the way, guy, I don't know if anybody here is still here. Is Sim live yet? What time does Sim go live? I never want to interrupt any of his viewers. What time does Sim go live? And by the way, I'd send Frank now. I'm not sure, Brandon, to be completely honest with you. You should be ready. I mean, that's a big game tomorrow, Landon. That's a big game for you guys tomorrow. Get Wall. I wouldn't go after Wall. Because Wall, I mean, they went over on nothing but next the other night. Wall's contract is outrageous. I think he makes like $48 million in 2 or 3 years. It's crazy. I would not go after Wall. I mean, yeah, Knox has shown some spurts, Justin. I still believe in Knox. I don't necessarily think he's going to be a superstar, but I still believe in Knox. I think he could be a good player for the Knicks. Ntilikina, Moutier, and Courtney for McCollum and Murray. I'd have to look at the contracts. I don't know what McCollum makes. I don't know any. I'd have to see the details. Yeah, exactly. The Greek Freak. There's a perfect example. They sent the Greek Freak, who's now the best player in basketball, to the G League. I don't know. How's he doing this year? LeBron's putting up numbers this year, isn't he, Ligma? Oh, they sent the Greek Freaks, bro. I thought you said they sent the Greek Freak. I don't know if he went to the G League. I honestly didn't know. But the Greek Freak, his rookie year was bad. I think he averaged like 6 points. But I don't see the harm in sending Ntilikina to the G League. If they're not going to play him in a developmental year, he should go to the G League. Because that's the only way he's going to develop. James the Flatbush, man, I hear you, bro. Congratulations on the win. I know a lot of Knicks fans are happy, too. They want the Knicks to tank. So, I'm not, but I know a lot of Knicks fans are happy when they lose. Fire Fizdale and get Mark Jackson. I'm not gonna say they should fire Fizdale after a half a season, but I'll just say this. Fizdale, so far, has been a disgrace. He's been a disgrace. Yeah, and I hear you. I mean, what's the point? I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying that you think. What's going on, Bob? But thank you for tuning in the stream, my man. Welcome to the stream. I get what you're saying, Ed. But what's the point of having the G League if you're not going to use it as a tool? I feel like, as I said, if they're going to play Frank 20, 25 minutes a night, leave him here. But if they're not going to do that, what harm is it? What harm is it for him to go play 30 minutes a night in the G League for a week, 2 weeks, to maybe improve as a player? Yeah, Ron, it was great. I mean, that was the last time the Knicks had. That was the last time the Knicks were good. I mean, you know, for that 2-year spurt with Melo, and even then they weren't. They were good, but they weren't great. The last time they were great was with Ewing, and they had that one magical run with Sprewell and Houston where they went all the way to the NBA Finals. Yeah. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, so, you know, everybody feels different about the situation. But oh, by the way, with his D, if he could just learn how to shoot threes. Yeah, no, I agree with that, Brandon. If he could shoot 40%, 41, 42% from the field, which at this point I am questioning. But if he could get to a point where he shoots 41, 42% from the field, he'd be at least an average starting point guard in the league. But I don't know if he's going to be able to do it. I got to be honest. I honestly don't know, D-Gons. I have no idea. They probably won't, Ligma. They probably won't because I guess they'll be worried it'll hurt his confidence or whatever. But, I mean, do you think they're helping his confidence by sitting him on the bench for 4 straight games? Cantor wants out. I mean, Cantor, I want Cantor out, to be honest with you, James. Cantor plays no defense. And I like Cantor. I think he's a good leader. But the amount of money they're paying him, he's not worth it. He gets lost every time in the pick and roll. He's a complete liability on the defensive end. There you go. Hassan Whiteside. And I think Hassan Whiteside, I think he was a second-round pick. I think he was the 39th overall pick, if I remember correctly. So there's a guy, second-round pick. He goes to the G League, and he refines his game. And then he's a top 7, 8, 9 center in the sport. Jeremy Lin, undrafted, out of Harvard. Another example. He became he became a solid point guard in the league. And he went to the G League and improved his game. Read your last comment. Unranked Seton Hall beats number 9 Kentucky. Wow. Kentucky, I think they got 2 or 3 losses already this year. Yeah, Denny Isaacs. I mean, they put him in garbage time. They put him in garbage time. To me, there's a slap in the face to Frank. And I've been ripping I've been ripping Frank this whole since I came on because he sucks. On offense right now, to this point in his career, he sucks. But he's 20 years old. I recognize he could get better. But to not play him for 4 games straight. St. John's, Delano, by the way, I am a huge St. John's fan. I love St. John's. The fact that they're not ranked right now is a disgrace. They're 8-0 for the first time since 1990. They've won 8 straight to start the season for the first time since 1990. Shamori Pons might be the best point guard in the nation the way he's playing. I think he's averaging 22, 5, and 5. He's flying up the draft charts. I pray that St. John's that the Knicks draft him next year. I think he can be a solid point guard at the NBA level. He might be a guy off the bench. He's undersized, but I like Shamori Pons. Make the Knicks great again. I'm all for that. He hit on the half-court shot to send. I'll check out the replay when I get off. Delano, I love him. I love Shamori Pons. I love that kid. He's got that nice lefty stroke. The other kid they brought in, I can't remember his name off the top of my head. I miss a lot of the St. John's games because I work Saturdays. I'm going to record the game tomorrow. I always watch it on replay. The guy they brought in from Auburn, the transfer's playing really well too. He's a guard also. I think he's averaging 17 and 6. Steven Mendez, what's going on, my man? Thank you for tuning into the stream. Yeah, no, I've seen the highlights on Scottie Pippen's kid, Brandon. Well, yeah, Nick. I mean, that's a huge thing. Porzingis is the only starter we have on this team. If we're being real, Mustafa Harron, that's the guy's name, Jason. Yeah, that guy could play too. I don't know if he's gonna be an NBA player, but he can play. Oh my God! Don't even remind me. Don't even remind me, Chester. The Knicks took Ron Artest. I mean, they took Frederick Weiss over Ron Artest. Frederick Weiss never played a second in the NBA, and he got dunked. His most famous moments getting dunked on, getting dunked on by Vince Carter in the Olympics. And they passed up on a guy that probably would have been a Hall of Famer if it wasn't for all his off the court antics. Worst pick in Knicks history. Oh, I love St. John. Don, I love St. John's. Love St. John. I mean, I could talk St. John's for days. I could talk Marcus Hatton, probably my favorite player that ever played there. Eric Barkley, Ron Artest. LeVar Postel, Bootsy Thornton, Daryl Showtime Hill. I go on for days with St. John's. Point guard position. Yeah, the problem with the Knicks is they have 3 point guards that have a good trait, and they need to combine all of them to make one good point guard. Felipe Lopez, there's another one. Barry, you're going way back, Chester. Yeah, but that's before me. Felipe Lopez, I remember why he won the dunk contest in college, right? I remember watching that. Yeah, Marcus Hatton was the best. Marcus Hatton. I was actually at the game, Delano. Probably the most exciting sporting event I've ever been in my life. Duke St. John's. I forget what the score was, but Duke led by like 8 points, 9 points, whatever it was, with about 2.5 minutes to go. And this was the great Duke team. I think it was the team with Duhon. I forget who else was on the team. I think it was after Jay Williams. You had Duhon on that team. I forget who else. But the St. John's was Marcus Hatton, and Elijah Ingram was the point guard. Hatton was playing off guard on that team. St. John's down by like 8 points with like 2.5 minutes to go. They come all the way back. They tie the game with like 7 seconds to go. Duke has the ball. They're trying to dribble out the clock. Hatton steals the ball with like 3 seconds left. He goes to the rim. He gets fouled with no time left, and he hits the game-winning free throw to knock off the number 1 ranked team in the nation, Duke, at the Garden. I've never seen the Garden louder. I've been to several Knicks games. That place was rocking for that game. Best sporting event I've ever been to. Is Big East... No, it's not. It's not, James. It hasn't been the same for years. It hasn't been the same. College basketball in general is not the same because they all leave after 1 year, all the top players. Kyrie wins. Nick, I'm going to be honest with you. I don't think he is a sitting duck because I think they recognize this is a developmental year. Even though he's not doing much developing, he's sitting his 20-year-old point guard on the bench for 4 straight games. But I think people recognize it's a developmental year. But I think they're going to give him at least 2 more years after this, Fizdale. I'm not a Fizdale fan up to date, though. I don't think he's doing a good job. Yeah, the Lakers look good recently. Do I think Fizz is tanking? I don't know. To be honest with you, he might be. That's how bad he's doing. Oh my God, great game, Delano. And then they beat, I don't remember who they beat first, but they beat Nova, who was the number 1 team in the nation, and Duke back to back. I think they beat Nova first last year. We need to do something about Frank Courtney Lee. Yes. They need to trade Courtney Lee. It's going to be hard to do it because he's making a lot of money. They beat Nova first, who was the number 1 team in the nation at the time. And obviously the national champion. But yeah, I'm gonna hang out for another 10 minutes, and then I'm probably gonna try to hop on Sim's chat tonight because I'm pretty passionate about the Knicks right now. I'm pretty upset with the state of the franchise right now. I don't like the hire of Nick. At this point, I don't either. I did when they got him, but the guy talks a big game, but he doesn't back it up. I would love Beal, TFG. I would love Bradley Beal. I don't know if he's worth a max contract, which is what it's probably going to take, but I like Bradley Beal. Good two-way player. I know he shrinks in the big moments. A lot of people say that, but I like him. MH, we were so close, man, and you missed it, man. Rowan, yeah, you're damn right. You'll see me tomorrow. I'm looking forward to it at the Knicks game. MH, I think you're a Frank guy. I'm upset at Frank right now, but I'm more upset at Fizdale for the way he's handled this. I agree, TFG. I'm not a big John Wall guy. I used to love John Wall, but right now I wouldn't want him. He's not. The contract he's owed is ridiculous. Steve, I'm not sure about... Yeah, I mean... how could you be? How could anybody be sure about Frank right now? I don't know how you could have been sure about Frank when they drafted him. He's a project. He's a guy that has upside. He still has upside. But for anybody that says that this guy's going to be a star or that this guy's a guaranteed starting point guard in the league, they got to get their head examined. Guaranteed starting point guards in the league don't shoot 33%. I hope all my Knicks become superstars. I hope they all become superstars. But I got to be honest. Yeah, no, Brad, he makes too much money, Wall. I think he makes like $47 million in 2 or 3 years. It's crazy. You say Cantor for Steven Adams. I don't know Adams' contract situation, but I'd rather have him. He could play defense. Ronnie, I work for Spectrum. Jim Dolan sucks. Yeah, I mean, we've been hearing that all year, Kevin Durant to the Knicks. I agree, Brandon. I think he's going to end up being a productive player. I think that's the right word, productive. I think he will be a key piece on a good team. I do think that. I just don't think he's going to be a starting point guard. I think he's going to be a guy off the bench that you bring in for defense. I've seen him, Jason. The guy's good. Because the NBA is nuts, Ronnie. The contracts have gotten completely out of hand. Durant would be foolish to go to the Knicks. I mean, I agree. I mean, if all right, here's the sell. Would I rather Kawhi or KD? Good question. I don't know the ages offhand. I don't know. I think Durant is... What is Durant? 29, 30? Maybe 31? And Kawhi's what? Kawhi's probably got 4 years on him. But to me, I don't even think they're close. And I don't like I don't like what Kawhi did last year with the Spurs. But he's looking good this year. I think I'd still take KD. I would take KD. But I'd be happy with either one of them. KD's 30, yeah. Where would we rank in the Eastern standings if KP was here? Big homie, I think the Knicks would be a playoff team. I think he's that valuable to this team. I think he adds 25 wins to this team. KP is unbelievable when he's on the court. Dirk and Vince for Courtney. Oh, God. Exactly, Ronnie. That's another crazy contract. The Rockets signed Chris Paul to that contract. I think he makes 44 his last year, if I'm not mistaken. He's going to be like 38 years old. It's crazy. Ligman, you shouldn't be offended. They probably will, the way they're playing. Yeah, they're still learning. But it's hard to learn when Fizdale doesn't play him. That's another thing I'm upset about. Oh, the Unicorn's the best, Ronnie. He's the best. Solutions. Get a point guard team. Yeah, they need a... this team hasn't had a point guard. This Knicks team hasn't had a point guard since Derek Harper. That's how far we're going back. Charlie Ward, he was... Chris Childs, They haven't had a legitimate guy that you can be confident in at the point guard since a senior citizen, Derek Harper. MH, I agree with that, but I don't like using KP as an excuse for how poor some of these guys are playing. Ron Baker's trash. The fact that they gave Ron Baker $4 million is a disgrace. Yeah, no, Delano, I agree with that. Tim Hardaway Jr., I'm not a Tim Hardaway. I've never been a Tim Hardaway Jr. When they signed him to that $17 million contract, I laughed. I said, I can't believe this. And everybody looks at his points. Tim Hardaway Jr. sucks. Tim Hardaway Jr., at best, is a sixth man. He's always been inefficient his whole career, and nothing has changed this year. He's gotten worse. And I figured he would because KP's out, so defense is going to pay more attention to him. So, yeah, he's putting up his 22 points, but he's shooting 38, 39%. When is KP supposed... there's no... Triton, there's no timetable on it. He might be back... He might be back by Christmas. He might be back the last month of the year. He might not come back at all. Ronnie, I work in Queens. I work in Queens, Ronnie. That sounds good to me, Brandon. Bring me some, man. But Delano, didn't they give him a contract last year that was stupid? I don't know all the details. Ronnie, I work in Woodside. Who's the first Warrior to leave? The first Warrior to leave, I hope it's Durant. I hope he comes to the Knicks. I've never been there. Wawa's the best. And not that they have him in New York, but Wawa's the best. What's going on, Kevo? What is going on, my man? Tough loss tonight for the Knicks. Tough loss tonight for the Knicks, Kevo. And we got, you guys got a big game tomorrow. Cowboys-Eagles. That's what, okay, 2-year deal with a player option. Still a stupid deal, though, Delano. And I'll tell you, I like Ron Baker. Ron Baker's the type of player I want to like. Frank's the type of player I want to like. I like defense. I want to like these guys. There you go, Ronnie. All right. There you go, Ronnie. We'll go Dutch. You ever been to Franco's in Corona? No, I've never been, Mo. I'm relatively new to... I'm from Long Island. I moved to Brooklyn about 1.5 years ago. Baker's going to get... He should be, Jason. Shout out to Kevo. Yeah, anybody that hasn't done so, check out Kevo's channel. He's a Cowboy fan, Knicks fan, I think a Yankee fan. Been to Wawa in Maryland when I took the trip to South Carolina. Yeah, Wawa's great. Fizz needs a whole tool bag. Not just a wrench. He needs a whole tool bag. He needs a power drill. He needs everything. Dikes, whatever. He needs a whole tool bag. I mean, yeah, he's not very good though, Salvador. Who are you gonna play him over? I mean, Frank's not getting any minutes as is. Who are you gonna play him over? Shout out to Long Island. Yeah, that's right. Where are you from, Ronnie? I guess you're from Queens. Cornette's deal was good. He got a... Yeah, I'm not against the Cornette deal. 5 first round. That'll fix it, Mike. You get a GM drunk enough to do that. That'll fix it. Jason, I never would have guessed. Oh, you know what? Now that you say it, Brandon, I've been to Cumberland Farms once. I've been there once. I don't remember it well, but I've been there once. By the way, anybody that hasn't done so, please check out Sim's channel. He's going to go live in 4 minutes, and I'm going to go off. I'm going to probably go on there in the video chat tonight. I want to talk to Sim. I haven't got that. My phone's dead, so I didn't get a chance to text him today, but I want to, I want to talk Knicks tonight. So I want to go on the show tonight and talk to him for a little bit. So I'm probably going to be on there But check it out, Nothing But Knicks. If you haven't done so, please sub him up. If you haven't subbed me up, please do so. Ring that bell. Justin Herbert is in the building. What is going on, Justin Herbert? I'm not sold on you yet, Justin, but we'll see. You'll be back on at 11. All right. Marshawn Brooks, that's right, from Providence. One of the best scorers I've ever seen at the college level. I remember going to a St. John's game against Providence, actually, at the Garden, where he dropped like 40. Yeah, Steve, I'll see you over there, brother. Yeah, I mean, I'm still optimistic about the future. I still think this Knicks team is going to contend for a championship in 2 or 3 years if they do it properly. It's just a question of who's going to be the pieces and how much are we going to be able to rely on them. Oh, Chester, I didn't know that. Sim's not going to be on tonight? I didn't know that. I just assumed he was going to be. Ligma says, tell Giants not to draft you. So I guess he won't be tonight. I didn't get a chance to talk to Sim. I didn't get a chance to talk to him, so. But, yeah, so I guess he won't be then. But I'm gonna be. I said it earlier. I don't know who was in here earlier. Another Knicks channel. I want to give a quick plug to. I'm gonna be on Knicks Fan TV tomorrow night. He always does. He does his post game show, and he asked me to come on. He was nice enough to ask me to come on tomorrow, so I'm gonna be on his channel. Mo, normally Knicks, Nothing But Knicks goes live after every Knicks game, but tonight I guess he couldn't. So I guess nobody's about to go live. But tomorrow I'm gonna be on Knicks Fan TV. So I'm gonna be on his channel. We're gonna talk Knicks after the game tomorrow night. I'm gonna obviously be doing my Giants stream tomorrow. I'm gonna try to put up a Giants. If I have any voice left, I think I'm going to try to contain myself so I can get my Giants post game video up the day of the game. I'll have that up tomorrow. I'm gonna have a Knicks video up tomorrow that I'm hoping to have up in the morning, where I'm gonna trash Fizdale and Frank, to be quite honest. And so I'm gonna have a lot of content coming up tomorrow. So be sure to check it out. Lesbian Gorilla says Nick Future is bright. Lesbian Gorilla. You come up with some good names. What's going on with the Rockets? To be honest with you, I don't know. I mean, they were supposed to be a final. I mean, last year they should have went to the finals. Make that 15 minutes. No, I'm not. I'm not going to drink too much beer. Last week I learned my lesson. I'm going to pace myself. I'm going to eat. The big problem I had, Ronnie, was I didn't eat before the game. That was the big problem I had. So normally I go through 4, 5, 6 beers during a game, but I didn't eat. So I felt it around the third or fourth beer. I'm like, I got to keep streaming the game. I can't stop the stream. And it hit me. Yeah, I mean, you could call it hate, MH. I'm not trying to hate. I'm just calling it as it is. I feel like Frank has gotten to a point now where he deserves criticism. Rookie year, whatever you want to make, we can make excuses, and I'm not saying he can't improve. Any player can improve. But at this point, Frank deserves criticism, and Fizdale deserves criticism for not playing him. I don't care that it's Fizdale's first year coaching, and we all know he's coaching a young team that we're not expecting to win. But the way Fizdale's handled his team, he deserves criticism, in my opinion. And that's it. When you shoot 33%, I don't care how old you are, I'm going to criticize you. 33% is unacceptable. It's not even close to acceptable. Yes, Ariza was great. Ariza was a great pick by the Knicks. Tomorrow the Giants start at 1 o'clock in New York. They start at 1 o'clock. I'll see you later, Brandon. Thank you for tuning into the stream. Yeah, so I didn't realize Sim wasn't going live tonight, so I'm probably gonna head out soon. I wasn't planning on going past 10:30. One thing I planned on doing, actually, I was gonna do it over. I'll probably still do it tomorrow morning. I don't even know if I'm gonna do it tomorrow morning, but something I'm gonna do soon. One thing I was gonna do was the picks against the spread. I wanted to start doing a live stream for that. Sim is on, Chester. I didn't get the notification. Is he on? Sim is on. Okay, Sim is on. I'm gonna. Danny, no, not tonight. I didn't. I didn't drink a lot tonight. Thank you guys for being a part of my stream. Head on over to Nothing But Knicks. I'm gonna try to video chat in there. So if you haven't done so, please subscribe to me. Ring the bell. And make sure to subscribe to Nothing But Knicks. He's got a great channel over there. Be sure to tune into that. So, thank you guys. Have a good night. And I will see you tomorrow for the Giant game.